Welcome back to Garage Talk. I'm your host, Paul Humphrey Sr. And today, I got my man John here. We're going to talk about the things he's working on and where he got started. What's happening, John?
Hey, how you doing,
I'm
Paul?
doing good, man.
Good.
Glad you made the show.
Oh, thanks for coming over and taking a look at what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about how you got started with
Oh man, I've always loved cars. I've loved cars since I was a kid, and I grew up in a neighborhood. And we started a car club back in the day called the Majestics, and ever since then, I've just been in love with cars. I just can't get enough of it.
Okay, now what you got going on now?
Well, right now, most of my energy is going into the '64 Chevrolet Shortbed step-side pickup that we've been building for quite a few years now. You know how these projects get started, and then life happens, and you get back to it when you can. And so, along with my best friend Mike Gray, we've been putting our efforts into this truck now. So.
Okay. Why don't you take me around and show me what you got going on?
Well, all right. So, what we got here is '64 Chevrolet Shortbed, and when I got a hold of it, it had been in the field for quite a few years, and a lot of the rockers were packed with mud. The bottom of the fenders had been packed with mud, and it was all rusted out. These doors and the rockers, we basically had to saw those all off and start again. But as you can see, things are coming along pretty good. The color is a Cadillac white. It's the diamond tri-coat white. And Chavo, the local pinstriper artist, helped us out with the pinstriping, and it came out amazing. Under the hood, we got a little small block Chevrolet. It's a blueprint engines, 383 stroke.
Nice.
So it should make a little bit of power, around 442 horses.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll scoot this thing around. It doesn't weigh a lot. We tried to hide as much of the wiring as possible. Mike Gray's pretty much the engineer and brains behind this project. And as you can see, there's not a lot of wiring to show. It's pretty sanitary under the hood. And we're going to air condition it because we are here in Arizona. And Arizona gets pretty hot. And we'd like to drive this around in the summertime too. So that's where we're at. We've gotten a lot done in the last year. But we're hoping to have it ready for Dino's Get Down this year. Didn't quite make it. But maybe next year we'll be ready to debut this truck.
Okay, now what you doing to the bed on it?
Well, the bed, hopefully this won't be airing anytime soon. But we got some tricks we're doing to the bed.
You don't have to go into details.
I haven't seen anyone that's actually done a completely molded steel bed. But with Mike's help, we've come up with some ideas on it, and the stake pockets have been removed. All the steel has been molded, and inside the bed is also solid steel. When we're done, with the help of Ruben Ramos, who's our main body and paint engineer, we're going to have something special here.
Okay. Now you got another project too that you have.
Well,
so you pull a motor out before and put another.
Yeah, we have a '54 Chevrolet 210 that we've been working on. A good friend of mine, Alex Nunez, aka Shorty, has been helping me out with that one. And we pulled that 6-cylinder out and put just a 350 into that car. And that one has not been getting the attention that the truck has been getting, but you got to divide your time and divide your resources and try to keep these projects going. I also have a '66 Impala that's going to be passed on to my daughter when I go, and that's the car that she's always loved, and that hasn't been getting any love at the moment, but she understands. We will make time for that, but pretty much our love is with Chevrolets. We're Chevrolet family, and that's how we like to keep it.
Okay. All right, John, man, thanks for the tour.
Well, thank you.
You got some nice projects going
well,
on here, man.
We stay busy. It keeps, our mind and our energies and our resources on things that are productive. And we love this hobby. Mm-hmm. This is something that you and I share and that a lot of the people that I like to spend time with and my kids share. My son, he builds Chevrolet trucks. Mm-hmm. He's got a love for Impalas. Again, my daughter, she loves that 66. She loves all the fastbacks. She likes
Okay.
the fastback Chevrolet.
Yeah.
So, it's something that stayed in my family. My dad had his first car was a 57 Chevy.
Really?
So, we got Chevrolet in our blood, but, that's where we put our time and our resources. But in the end, I'm a Christian man, and we like to give all glory to God. So all these talents and these abilities and the resources that we have, that all comes from Him. So
Amen to
that's
that.
where we go. We actually have a name for my truck. A lot of people name their vehicles in female names, but the name of my vehicle, my truck, is called the Prodigal Son. And I named it the Prodigal Son because if you know the parable of the prodigal son, he went out and made a mess of his life, and when he came back, his father and his family accepted him back with open arms, and that's have some parallels in my life to that. So, so that's why this truck is a tribute to the parable of the prodigal son, and also how that affected my life. And I like to use it as a way to witness to other people when they ask me about my vehicle. Maybe I get a chance to say a little something about that.
Oh, that's great. That
All right.
sounds real great. All right, thanks a lot for being on the
Thank
show,
you, Paul.
man.
Thanks for coming by.
Yep, all right. We also like to give a special shout out to John's grandson, Devin Keedy. Well, this is my show for today. I'll join you next week with more Garage Talk. Thank you.
All right, man. That was fun.
Yeah.